Hey everybody, it's Refresh Orange here, and I'm going to be playing these two Aether Revolt seal decks against the Born of the Gods Battle the Horde challenge deck. We're going to be playing with the Harvester, which will let us loot every turn. We got the Explorer, which will let us play an additional land on every turn. And we have the Vanquisher, which will let us start with an extra card and be able to hold 8 cards total. We're going to play on regular difficulty, which gives us 3 turns before those hordes start coming in, and let's see how it goes. Burros has some lands, some things to cast. It's not great because there are no creatures, but I'm going to keep it, see what happens. Azorius has some lands and some things to cast. I like it. Alright, we're going to keep this too. Alright, turn number 1. Let's play a plains and a mountain on this side, a plains and an island on this side. We got nothing we can cast amongst all the things that we do have. And we're going to loot at the end of the turn. Draw a mountain, draw a scrap trawler. On this side we have too many lands. Let's get rid of plains. On this side we have too many spells. Let's get rid of the experimental aviator. And then we'll untap, draw. Turn 2, play another plains and an island. We will play a plains and a mountain on this side. Let's go ahead in with the assault with the snare thopter over here. And on this side, play the Iron Tread Crusher, which will start to do a lot of damage. Alright, snare thopter is going to go in for the hit to do 3 damage to the horde. We're going to lose a Plunder Statue, a Minotaur Younghorn, and a Barost Reaver. So you draw a card each for the Plundered Statue. And then we're going to end turn 2 with a loot. We've got plains on this side and aerial modification on this side. Let's ditch the Built to Last on this side. And on this side, the Aether Meltdown is pretty weak. And we'll untap. Draw. Alright, we have an island on this side. And on this side, we're going to play the mountain and the plains. I'm going to play the aerial modification on this side to make this Iron Tread Crusher an 8/8. And then on this side I will go ahead and attack with the 8/8 and the snare thopter for 11 damage. Alright, the Altar of Mogus. When the Altar of Mogus is put into a graveyard from anywhere, the horde sacrifices 2 minotaurs. There's no minotaur sacrifice. On this side we're going to play the Daredevil Dragster and the Countless Gears Renegade, which will give us a blocker. Alright. And it is now the Horde's first turn. The Horde is going to display 3 cards and cast them. Minotaur Gorseeker, and the Barost Reaver. They're going to come in on the attack. The Countless Gears Renegade is going to crew the Daredevil Dragster. Dragster is going to block the Minotaur Gorseekers. We're going to take 5 and go to 15. 1 Minotaur Gorseeker dies. The Daredevil Dragster will get a counter. And then it is the end of the Minotaur's turn. We're going to loot. We have a Sky Skip on this side and a Pacification Array on this side. Pacification Array we'll get rid of. We'll get rid of the Impeccable Timing on this side. Untap. Draw. Alright, let's play the plains, we'll play the island. We'll go in on the Magnificent attack right now with the Iron Tread Crusher and the Snare Thopter again. We'll do another 11 damage. Alright, so we get 5 life each to go to 25 from the Refreshing Elixir. We'll both draw a card. And the Vitality Salve will return a creature from our graveyard to the battlefield. Our choice. No creatures here. The Experimental Aviator will return to the battlefield. We'll get 2 Thopters with that. And then it is second main phase. Play Distant Plains. We'll go ahead and play Scrap Trawler and Filigree Familiar. We'll gain 2 life for the Filigree Familiar. Go up to 27. On this side, we'll play the Ballista Charger and the Sky Skiff. Let's just get them all out there. Alright, everybody's out there. And then we're going to pass the turn. The Horde is going to untap. The Horde is going to cast 3 spells. We have Intervention of Karanos, which will deal 3 damage to each creature. The Minotaur Younghorn, which will attack. And the Consuming Rage, whenever a Minotaur attacks this turn, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn and destroy the creature at end of combat. But before any of this happens, every creature is going to take 3 damage. So this takes 3 damage, 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 and this takes 3 damage. So everything's gonna die. All the creatures die. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead. You just have vehicles without creatures. These two die. Filigree Familiar dies, but whenever a Stractile another creature is put into the graveyard, we return target artifact card with the graveyard with lesser mana cost. So we get to return some artifacts from the graveyard. So these two fall into the graveyard. We can return up to 2 cards. We draw a card from the Filigree Familiar. We're going to return up to 2 cards with lesser converted mana cost. The only thing is Pacification Array. We'll return that. And that's the end of their turn. We're going to go ahead and loot. Draw. We don't want the planes. We don't want the Pacification Array. And we'll go into our turn. We'll untap. Draw. Got another planes and a Bastion Inventor. We'll go ahead and play the planes. We will play the Bastion Enforcer on this side, and on this side we have all the mana in the world. So we might as well spend 6 of it and bring out the Gear Seeker Serpent. Sure. Alright, Gear Seeker Serpent out. Let's just go in with the Iron Tread Crusher and do some damage. You'll go in for the attack. The Bastion Enforcer will crew the Daredevil Dragster because we need more cards. And the Daredevil Dragster will go in on the attack. Alright, so we're going to do 12 damage total. The Master Totem will do 7 more milling. Okay? Daredevil Dragster will get another counter. We'll sacrifice and we'll draw 2 cards. We'll play 1 land, we'll play the other mountain. And then we will pass turn. The Horde will cast 3 cards. We got a Minotaur Younghorn, a Foe Burrow's Reaver, and Descend upon the Prey. Whenever a Minotaur attacks this turn, it gains first strike and must be blocked if able. We're being attacked by a 2-3 with first strike and a 2-2 with first strike. Gear Seeker Serpent eats the Burrow's Reaver. The Minotaur Younghorn will hit us for 2 to take us to 25. We're gonna loot. Mountain and the plains. Get rid of the extra plains. Let's get rid of the plains. Untap. Draw. Got a siege modification here and a plains here. Go ahead and play the plains in the mountain. We'll siege modify the Ballista Charger. And then we'll attack with the Iron Tread Crusher. We'll attack the Gear Seeker Serpent. We'll attack with the Bastion Enforcer. And we'll attack the Ballista Charger, doing an extra damage. We want to keep 1 back to kill the Minotaur Younghorn. So we'll go ahead and keep Bastion Enforcer back. Alright. So 7, 8, 15, plus 5 is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dead. Refreshing Elixir gets us 10 more life to take us to 25, or 35. And then we pass turn. It is the Minotaur's turn. The lone Minotaur Younghorn untaps and then goes in for the attack. The Bastion Enforcer will trade with it, winning the game. Alright, the Boros and Azorius make a great team to defeat the Horde on regular difficulty. Let's go to the game 2. Game 2, Battle the Horde. We're going to go against the Horde in difficult mode, so we're only going to get 2 turns before the Horde starts rampaging in. Let's see what we got. Boros has all the plains. We need mountains, but this is not terrible, so we're going to just start with it and hope we can loot into what we really need. Azorius has all lands. I don't think I'm going to keep this. Since it's multiplayer, we're going to redraw to 8 for the first draw. Alright, we have lands of different kinds and some things to cast. It's not great. In fact, it's possibly worse than the first hand, but we're going to try it. We're just going to hope we loot into what we need. Alright, turn 1. We'll play a couple plains. Play the Audacious Infiltrator. Play a plains and a mountain. Pass. We're going to loot. At the end of the turn, we'll draw a mountain on this side and an island on this side. We'll go ahead and ditch Built Blast. On this side, we're going to ditch Aether Meltdown. Alright, untap. Draw. Alright, we'll play the mountains and the plains on this side. We'll play the island and the plain on this side. We'll play Mobile Garrison. This side we'll play Daredevil Dragster. I think we're just going to go in on the attack right now. So attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. We get a Planted Statue and a Vitality Salve. Vitality Salve will let us return a creature from the graveyard. We got none. And Planted Statue will let us draw. Okay. We're going to pass to the Minotaur, which is going to cast 3 spells. Planted Statue, Minotaur Younghorn, and Descend upon the Prey. Whenever a Minotaur attacks this turn, it gets first strike and must be blocked if able. So the 2-2 is getting first strike and must be blocked if able. Nothing can block it, so we're just going to take 2 and go to 18. At the end of the turn, we're going to loot. Draw. We got a Propeller Pioneer on this side and planes on this side. Let's ditch one of the planes on this side, and on this side, let's ditch the second mobile garrison. Probably too many mobile garrisons. Alright, untap. Draw. Acrobatic Maneuver and Shock. Let's play the planes, play the island. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Reckless Racer on this side. And Reckless Racer is going to crew the Daredevil Dragster, discarding the Shock to draw a new card. We have SRAM's Expertise. And then we're going to go on an attack. These guys are both going to attack for 7, dealing 7 damage. Refreshing Elixir gets us 10 life. Go to 28. We're going to tap the Mobile Garrison for Improvise, tap all the rest to play a Bastion Inventor. And we're going to pass to the Minotaurs. Minotaurs going to untap. It's going to play 4 cards now. We have another Minotaur Younghorn. We have a Massacre Totem, a Minotaur Goreseeker, and a Minotaur Younghorn. Alright, the Goreseeker and the Younghorns all attack. We're going to block. The Goreseeker will take 6 from the Minotaur Younghorns to go to 22. Goreseeker dies. We're going to loot at the end of the turn. We have Windrake and Mountain. Let's ditch the Acrobatic Maneuver. We'll ditch the Countless Gears Renegade on this side. Untap. This has a counter from attacking last turn. Draw. Ballistic Charger, Experimental Aviator. Okay, play the Mountain. Let's play Area Modification on the Mobile Garrison, making a 5-6. We're going for the big attack. Mobile Garrison's going to attack, Bastion Inventor's going to attack, Bastion Inventor's going to get untapped by the Mobile Garrison. Audacious Infiltrator is going to attack, Reckless Racer is going to tap and crew, not using its ability, the Daredevil Dragster, which also is going to attack. And so we'll do 4, 7, 10, 14 damage. There's a Refreshing Elixir and Alter Mogus here, so we'll get 10 more life to go to 32, and the Alter Mogus will force them to sacrifice 2 Minotaurs, which will be these 2. Second main phase, we'll go ahead and play the Ballistic Charger, and we will pass turn. Minotaurs untapped, they will cast 4 more cards. We have a Phobos Reaver, a Minotaur Younghorn, and 1 more card, which is another Minotaur Younghorn. We're being attacked by 2 Phobos Reavers and 3 Minotaur Younghorns. We're going to block one of the Phobos Reavers with the Bastion Inventor. We'll take 8 damage to go to 24. At the end of the turn, we're going to loot. We have a Mountain on this side and a Filigree Familiar on this side. Let's ditch the Mountain, and on this side we will ditch the Experimental Aviator. Alright, untap. I'm trying to play really aggressively here, which is why I'm just not leaving too many blockers behind. Draw. Alright, we're going to play the island on this side. We're going to cast SRAM's Expertise first. For 4, we will get 3 servos, and we'll also get to cast anything that's 3 or less for free. That's a siege modification on the Ballistic Charger. The Daredevil Dragster actually got another counter last turn, and should have perished but drawn us 2 cards. We'll play the Sky Skiff. And then what we're going to do, we're going to keep the 2-3 back as a first striking blocker. We're going to attack with Auspicious Infiltrator. We're going to attack with the first striking 9-1 Ballistic Charger, which will do an extra damage. We're going to attack with the Mobile Garrison and the Bastion Inventor, which is going to tap the Bastion Inventor. So we're doing 7 here, 8, 9 here, plus 3 is 12, plus 9, plus 10. We'll do 22 damage on this side. Almost the entire deck has been burned out. Alright. Should have just attacked with the rest. Oh well. And on the Azorius side, we're going to go ahead and play your Seeker Serpent, with the discount of 1 for that. And then we're going to pass turn. Minotaurs are going to untap. We're going to play the last 3 cards. We have Unquenchable Fury, which will give Minotaurs that can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures this turn. We have 2 Goreseekers joining the fray. Attacking by the Goreseekers, the Phobos Reavers, and the 3 Minotaur Younghorns. We need at least 2 creatures to block. We will crew the Sky Skiff. The Sky Skiff and the Reckless Racer will double block the Phobos Reaver And the Gear Seeker and the Bastion Inventor will double block the Minotaur Gore Seeker, so those two die. And then we will take 6 plus 3, 9 damage to go to 15. Alright, at the end of the turn, we'll go ahead and loot again. Draw a card. We got planes on this side and a Wayward Giant on this side. Let's get rid of the planes. Let's get rid of the Malthus Doorbuster because we're going into defense mode. Alright. And we'll untap. Draw. Play the island. Alright, it's no need to attack. So, play the Propeller Pioneer and the Filigree Familiar. Get 2 life. Go to 17. We'll get a Servo with the Propeller Pioneer. On this side, we'll play the Wayward Giant. And we'll pass turn. The Minotaurs will untap. The Minotaurs will attack again. Unable to cast anything. The Minotaur Gore Seeker will run face first into Gear Seeker Serpent. The Younghorn will be into the Bastion Inventor. 1 into the Mobile Garrison. Let's put 1 into the Ballistic Charger. All of them die. And Boros and Azorius, Aether Revolt Sealed Decks, do it again. They win. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more such videos, hit subscribe. This is Refresh Orange. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.